Are you being intentional about the reputation you're building? Are you building a brand that is helping you grow your business, grow your reputation, grow everything you're doing? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. Today, I want to talk about your personal brand, the reputation that you're building, and are you being intentional about it? But first things first, same thing we do every Monday is, what are you accountable for this week? What do you have to do by Friday so that on Friday you can look back and say, one, it's been a successful week. Two, you're closer to your bigger goals. Being accountable is one of the most important things you can do to help along your path to success. You know, I've been a part of Bart Miller's I Do Epic accountability group since about January. And it's been incredible to watch people progress because they're being held accountable every single day. So if you don't have an accountability partner, an accountability coach, accountability group, you've got to get into that. Make that a priority this week to get that put together. If you want to join one of ours, let me know. We can set it up and help you get organized with that. But make sure that being accountable is a priority to you. Then on Friday, we're going to come back and make sure that you've done the things you said you're going to do. So I want to talk today about your brand, your reputation. And there's a few things that happened over this last week that made me think about this that I want to share. The first was some training I was going through with Dan Kennedy. And on one of the days, he was talking about building your reputation. And I want to just tell you a few things that he talked about in building your reputation. He says, take care to build a reputation that you can live with and in for the distance, that reputation has room to evolve, that it doesn't set up impossible standards for yourself, that it facilitates exercising influence, control, and power over others, and that it'll be magnetic to your ideal client. And I think that's a huge one. It's got to be magnetic and attract your ideal client because of the reputation that you have. And it's easy for people to grasp and remember, and it's difficult to undermine or attack. So I think those are some important things because it ties into a lot of the things that I'm working with some of my clients on right now, which is authority marketing. Authority occurs when someone takes the right steps to combine standout, trustworthy expertise in his or her field with the kind of high visibility you might often associate with a celebrity. Now, when you look at authority that way, how does that build into your brand? How does that build into what you're doing? Well, let me share an example. And I think I shared this in one of my podcasts last week. When I started my company, Kodiak Mountain Stone, it was a manufacturing company. We were competing against some really big companies, you know, Owens Corning, Cultured Stone, Eldorado Stone, you know, all these big mammoth companies that have been around for a long time, incredible funding. You know, it was a hard market to break into. But I had a big focus on creating this brand for the company and building this brand. But the reality is, to have that brand compete against those big brands, Owens Corning, was really an impossible task. In certain markets, I could definitely do that, and I did. But as an overall national brand, it was really difficult. We didn't have the budget, the funding, or the ability to do that. Now, on the other hand, with authority marketing, I could have focused more on building my own brand as the CEO of the company. You look at what Richard Branson has done with his companies, and he does have massive companies, massive brands, but he's used authority marketing to build that within himself. You even look at SpaceX, Tesla, all those, you still got that brand of Elon Musk that's tied into that. So how can you do that in your situation? How can you use your brand to stand out in your marketplace, to stand out to your ideal client over top of some of the big name brands? I want you to be thinking about that. And how can you, well, let me put it this way. One of the things when we talk about authority marketing is your reputation ties into that, but we want people talking about you, talking about your personal brand, talking about what you do. And maybe that's what I'll do a few times this week. I'm going to spend some time talking about some of the things that we do so that we can build on this. And I'll talk about some of the ways that you can use that authority marketing, because there's different ways you can do it, whether it's through authorship, whether it's through podcasts, whatever it's doing, and how you've got to be able to take advantage of that. Because if you're on a podcast, you've got to be able to be sending them somewhere. You've got to be able to send them to that landing page, all that. So we'll talk more about that throughout the week. But one of the things in that training with Dan Kennedy that he said that I think really ties into all of this, he says, if you're not being talked about continuously by your clientele and in your market, you're not growing. So what are you doing to build your brand, to be talked about? Now, one of the things that I was thinking about this, besides that I'm working with some clients on it, was I had an opportunity last week. If you've heard me talking about it, I'm creating a new membership site, and I've asked some people to join me in the ground level of this, in the whole development phase, to be the first one to experience some of the training I'm doing, but also to give me feedback and whatnot. On that note, I have one spot left. If you want to join me, make sure to reach out, jeff@jeffheggie.com, send me a DM, whatever, but I can give you more information on that. But the thing that got me thinking about it was I met my new friend, Lisa, last week. Hi, Lisa, if you listen to this. And I asked her how she found me, how she started following me. And it turned out that one of my clients that I've been working with a long time, and someone that I've known my entire life, had posted about me. It was almost a year ago, and had mentioned me in some of her comments. And Lisa found me that way and has been following me ever since, and has been listening to these episodes ever since. And I think that's the importance of being omnipresent, being consistent. I mean, like I was even telling Lisa, we're going on this right now that you're listening to is episode 684. There's been a lot of times that I've thought, what, do I keep doing this? How many episodes am I going to do? I don't know that answer. But it's when I hear someone like Lisa that has been listening to these for the past year because she found me through someone else, it gives me more energy to keep going. It's like, hey, this is touching someone, this is reaching out, and people are listening. And so, from my own perspective of my own authority marketing, my own brand, whatever it is, that's what I appreciate. That's what I appreciate when someone tags me in a story and shares something about one of these episodes or something we're doing. So that's my little plug, that if you get something out of this, please do that. And you know what? And then I'll share your story. If you tag me, I'll share it back. And hopefully someone that follows me finds you that way, because I think there's a lot of opportunity to use each other to do that. For you to work with someone, whether it's through social media, whatever it is, to use your authority marketing, to use your brand, to get in front of their crowd. That's the great thing about podcasts. When I interview someone, let's say, recently I interviewed Josh Frost. He's I think right now he's number 2 in the world in bull riding. Well, everyone that listens to me, a lot of people that listen to me because I was a professional rodeo cowboy, follow me for that reason, and that's how they got to know me. Well, there's a lot of people that listen to me that maybe they've never heard of Josh, and now they follow Josh, and vice versa. When Josh put that out there, when he shared that, maybe there is people that are following Josh that are following me now. And so who is it that you can work with that can help you build your brand, but also get in front of more people? And I've kind of gone off on a few different tangents here, but I think I'm going to talk about this a few times throughout the week on different ways, because I've got a number of clients right now. We're working on their brand, working on their authority marketing, how they can get out there more. And so I'll share some of those things with you. But again, love it if you share this with someone that you think would benefit from it. Love it if you'd share it on social media. And if you do, tag me and I'll make sure to share it back. And hopefully that helps you get some new followers as well. But thank you for being with me. Make sure you're being accountable this week. Get your things figured out that you need to do, and make sure that you get through them, so that on Friday we can look back and say it's been a successful week and you're closer to your bigger goals. Thanks again. I'll be back tomorrow. I've always known that accountability is important, and I thought I was pretty good at it. But it wasn't until I started to work with an accountability coach that I realized the true impact of accountability. Hi, my name is Jeff Heggie, and I want to tell you about our Jumpstart calls. These are quick 10-minute daily calls with other high achievers who are growing and transforming together. If you're serious about your goals and you want to achieve more in the next 90 days than you have in the past year, this is something that you really need to pay attention to. What you are doing is important, and this is a group that's here to help support you in all of your success. Our Jumpstart calls are designed to help you create and sustain consistent momentum in your life and in your business that will ensure that you hit your goals. It's easy to get tied up in the urgent things every day, but when you commit to focus on the important things, you can move mountains. You're going to grow with us. We're doing this together, and it's important. A simple 10-minute commitment each day is going to change your life. So if you're ready for a jumpstart, come and join us. We're going to win together. Go to jeffsjumpstarts.com. Og Mandino said that the difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the keys to success. Many of the habits that'll bring you success in life are easy to do, but they're also easy not to do. I developed the Mindset Journal so that I could easily implement powerful success habits into my daily routine. The power of the Mindset Journal comes from knowing your top priorities and scheduling them into your day. The power of the reticular activating system and its relationship to your goals, your mindset questions, and your daily accountability. So if you want to implement some quick and effective success habits into your daily routine, go to jeffheggie.com/mindset journal and get yours today.